Hey folks, this is Entropiated, and welcome back to my channel and one of my very infrequent uploads. In the past, I've uploaded games such as Kerbal Space Program, a couple of those, and a whole campaign of Cold Waters, a submarine simulator game, which I uploaded last year. And since then, I've played a few games, nothing that I felt like putting up on YouTube, but I've been playing Battletech since it came out on April 24th. And I thought now I'm towards the end of the campaign, some late game footage, and I thought maybe it would be good to put that up there because I've been following some other YouTubers such as Christopher Odd and Enter Elysium and a couple more, and most of their footage right now is towards the beginning of the game or mid game, and I have yet to see anything farther on. And since I've burned through this game pretty quick, I figured I'd put on some of my footage so you can see a lance of mechs that's quite a bit stronger than anything that they've fielded so far. Anyway, we'll get in here and take a look at what I've got going on, and then we'll get into a battle. I've got a 4-skull battle lined up here, which I think will be a good test, and I'll explain a little bit about what I'm doing as I get closer to actually getting into the battle. And before that, I'll make sure I go through my lance so that you can get a better idea of what it is I'm about to field. I won't go too much in detail on that, and as far as in detail about my setup either, just because I don't really want to focus on that, especially since this might be just a one-off kind of video or whatever. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but anyway, so we'll take a look at the mechs that I have right now. I'm 160 weeks into the campaign, and like I said, ready to take on the last mission. Well, actually not ready to take on the last mission, that's the point. When I got to the last mission and looked at the requirements, it said that you'd have to be able to field a couple different lances of mechs, and I only had one going for me at that point. Well, only one that I'd want to field against 4.5 skull last mission anyway. So then, and I only had enough crew members to really take care of one lance and to have one left over. So I then realized I need to train up a few more crew members and get a few more mechs, which I'm hoping I might be able to get one tonight on this 4-skull mission anyway. So let's take a look at my lance. So I've got a full assault mech lance. I've got two 90-ton Highlanders. I got a 733P, which I was able to capture on the field, and I've also got a 732B, which I got as a reward for doing one of the previous story missions, and you have that to look forward to if you can make it that far into the campaign. Now the 733P is built around a PPC. I've got a PPC++ on this. Also got a cockpit mod on it, a small laser ++, SRM 6+++, LRM 15+++, and LRM 10++, along with all the ammo. So this Highlander and the other Highlander are really like my tanks. I get them up front and soak up the damage with them, while my other two kind of also do their damage. They stay a little bit farther back. Well, one of them does. The Striker, which is actually, let's go to the other Highlander so you can see that set up first. So the other Highlander also has a cockpit mod, Gauss rifle, which comes standard on it, or Gauss rifle. We got a medium laser ++, two medium laser +++s, one SRM 6+++ launcher, LRM 20++, and I'm hoping that maybe at some point I can find a +++ to put in here to really round this out as I'd like to have it. So those are my two Highlanders. After that, I've got this Striker, which would be my backline sort of artillery boat, if you will. I've got a cockpit mod on that one as well. I've got LRM LRM 10+++, another medium laser LRM 20+++, two more medium laser ++s, and an LRM 10+++. So this one's really to hammer any targets that I choose to on the field, and really hopefully get as many knockdowns as possible with this setup. And finally, I have an 80-ton Victor mech, which I use a little bit as a scout. It has an AC-20+++ on it, which is also great for dealing great amount of damage to enemy mechs, especially if I can get the flanks or anything like that. I put a lot of ammo. I put 3 AC-20 ammos on it, 2 medium laser plus pluses, and mostly I tend to jump this guy around trying to get shots of opportunity because the AC-20 plus plus plus, although it's great and it has an extra 20 stability damage and everything, that the range is not that great, so you have to get somewhat closer in order to use it. So this guy here tends to be in and out of danger, and if anybody on my team ends up being the mech that takes the most damage, it's going to be this Victor. So anyway, another thing I should probably show is that for example, and this is going to be the same for all the mechs. I'll just pick one at random here. Let's show this Highlander. If I go take a look at the armor, you can see that it's quite high just on this screen. But if I actually go into the refit, you see that I've got the armor pretty much maxed out in the front. It's pretty somewhat weak in the back. So I have to try to avoid letting any mechs get around me. So I try to maximize all the armor in the front, especially on these ones, so they can really tank it out. Anyway, so those are my mechs. Those are the ones I'll be using. I'm just going to go back here and take a look at the contract situation. Actually, before I do that, I'll show you my ship upgrades really quick. The ship upgrades that I have right now, pretty much have them all upgraded. The ones that remain, I've held off on just to avoid the cost of them. And I don't really find them that necessary anyway, especially this mech bay expansion. I barely even fill one row. I have 4 of them, really, right? The rest of them are all, I have a few more. I have 2 more assault mechs. I have them in storage, but I haven't pulled them out yet. I'm just going to do that for the last mission. So anyway, these are my ship upgrades that I have so far, and I'm sitting on 16 million credits. I'll explain a little bit more how I get to that number as I go along. And just so you know, when you see me set up this mission, this is the way that I would set up most of my missions that I have. So I go mostly for salvage, and even going mostly for salvage, I end up doing a fair bit of getting a fair bit of money. So as you can see here, I have the final mission available, but I'm not even going to go there right now. I have a 3.5 skull, a 4.5 skull, and a 4 skull. And for you guys today, I think I'm going to do the 4. I'm going to send out my good crew. I'm hoping that in this mission and maybe in this one that I'll be able to get another assault mech or 2 out of it, but we'll see. So this mission is a war criminal that I have to grab, and really I could just go and kill the one guy if I wanted to and get out, but that's not my style for sure. So I'm going to try to get everybody that I can. I want all the salvage that I can possibly get. It's in a polar environment, which is good. One of my Highlanders does have a bit of a heat issue, so this will help mitigate that somewhat. So let's go to the negotiation. I'm just going to max out the salvage. I'm only going to get 65,800 cash, but I don't really need it at this point. I've got so many credits that I can go totally for salvage, and I'm just hoping that I run into an assault mech or something that I can take down, harvest the proper way, and use my 3 picked pieces of salvage to finally take that whole mech. Okay, so we're gonna let the game pick the mechs. There's only 4 to choose from, so it's not very difficult. Got my 2 Highlanders, my Victor, and my Stalker. I'm training up Paladin right now, and I'm also training up Stitch and Radar. These 3 are going to be part of my second crew. I'm not going to take them today. I'm going to take my A crew, if you will. So we're going to put. Usually I put Medusa. I put Medusa in the Stalker. I'm going to put Badger, who's my actual mission character. I'll put him in the my actual game character. Sorry, Badger's Marauders is the name of my group. So we're going to put Badger in the Victor. We're going to put Behemoth in one of the Highlanders, and we'll put Glitch in the other one. As you can see, most of these guys are maxed right out. I'm still working on Medusa a little bit, but the other 3 are maxed out to 10. So hopefully they'll be able to put that to good use. So we're happy with the layout. All Initiative 1 assault mechs, and we're going to deploy. So my computer is pretty good, but it's not like great, so the loading time is somewhat somewhat longer, I guess. But at least I'm able to play it, right? So at least there's that. I have heard online that, you know, the game is somewhat not optimized as good as it could be. I don't know about that. I'm not huge into that kind of stuff, but that's what I've heard. And that, you know, some people have complained about the long loading screens, but yeah, I can put up with it. So this is destroy the war criminal and escape. Like I said, I could jump in and just kill him, but that's not my style. I go for maximum destruction. So, all right, so let's load it up and let's drop in.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, Commander, the criminal we're after should be nearby. The target will be supported by Taurian forces, but we have no contractual obligation to engage them. This is hit and run. If you prefer, just kill the target and get out. Good hunting, Commander. All right, so they start me.
Okay, y'all. Stay frosty.
They start me here in the back corner, which I love. I definitely would like to start in the back corner. My reasoning for that is I know there's nobody behind me, and there's probably nobody too much nearby. Okay, so we've got one group down here. Destroy the forces. There's going to be another one over here. The ambushers, they're near the map border, and then I believe this would be the final target that I'm going for. Now, I really, before I start, take a good look at the map, see what direction I want to go. Here's the map border. I think what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to bring my guys up. I'm going to go to the west. I'm going to come this way around this little mountain outcrop that I have here, and hopefully by the time I get somewhere nearby, I'll be able to attack and use the mountain as some cover. And a lot of trees here too, so that's a good advantageous position. I'll start with Badger, and I usually jump. Badger, jump and brace. I'll do the leapfrog thing. Medusa. And I may do some stupid moves here because I'm used to having other people in the mechs for right now. Those are the people that I'm training up. So I may make a mistake and forget who's in which mech, and then do something stupid. But hopefully it won't cost me anything. Right. That was kind of slow.
If I were planning an ambush, this is where I'd put it.
Thank you very much for that information. I'm hoping to plan a little bit of an ambush of my own, if you don't mind. Now we got the enemy turn going on, and it's taking a little while, which means there's probably a fair number of enemies to deal with. Okay, so we'll just keep jumping in that direction. You know, I try to face them whatever way that I think is going to make the most sense if there's going to be some sort of engagement. If I happen to pick up the enemy on my sensors in this turn, well, at least I'm facing the right way. We're going to brace, and then I'll just sprint the other two in. I have jump jets on both of them, but I tend to
On my way.
not use them too much. Yeah, they're kind of faced in a funny direction, but I'm just sprinting right now. And I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to run into anybody. I'm playing the odds here that I'm fine. I didn't pick anybody up with Badger, who's got an extra 25 meters of spotting range, so I'm pretty sure that they're safe. Another reason that I like this is because it's this position that I'm going for is because it seems to be a little bit uphill of the targets that I'm going for, so that'll give me a bit of an edge as far as shooting down on them. So I'm expecting contact probably on the next jump. But my other team members don't have nearly the range that Badger does, so I don't expect that we're going to find that the rest of them are going to find anything here. Let's jump Behemoth. Yeah, she's got a pretty good range. And then Glitch. Yeah, Glitch has got a reasonable jump range as well. One of the Highlanders, I pulled one of the jump jets off so I could put another heat sink. It's the 733P. It was overheating a lot, giving me a problem. So I actually pulled off a laser, and I pulled off a jump jet so that I can put another couple heat sinks down to try to mitigate that as much as possible. All right, so I'm expecting on this jump that I'm going to get some sort of a sensor reading. It's possible there could be one more to go.
Engaging jump jets.
Oh, there we go.
Enemy detected.
Enemy contact.
Additional enemies detected.
Okay, we've got a 55 tonner over here. We've got a vehicle. 60-ton vehicle could be like a Bulldog, or it could be an SRM carrier. If it is an SRM carrier, we're taking care of that immediately. I'll prioritize those over mechs any day of the week. That's for sure. So we've got Badger in a spot here. Looks like he's below the crest of the hill. He's in the trees. I'm just going to brace him, and we'll let the enemy kind of move up. Now Medusa, who's in the artillery piece, my artillery piece, the Stalker, I don't mind having him a little bit farther back anyway, since he's mostly going to engage with his long-range missiles for now, which is good. Behemoth will jump you up and brace you, and Glitch, we're going to do the same. Actually, let's see, can I sprint? Yeah, I can sprint a little bit farther if I stay out of the trees. So we'll sprint you up there. We can face you in the right direction anyway.
Got it.
Sprint you up. We won't get to brace you, but I am feeling all right with that.
Let's hit him hard.
Here we go, entering combat. We're going to see what this guy does. Who's going first? Alright, we got a fair bit of movement here. There we go. Come see what your sensors have told you is here. Yeah, come on over. Got a 40 tonner over here. Could be a cicada. Probably a cicada. Cicada. Whatever. I'm part French, so you'll have to forgive my my botched pronunciation. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, normally I jump up with Badger first, but I think I'm gonna jump up with Glitch first on this one. If I can get her somewhere to get a vision on this dude, I'm gonna jump her up here. She can't get vision there, so I'm gonna jump her up here to get vision. And then I'm going to vigilance her. Okay, just in case I don't knock. And look, these guys barely have any armor on them. This is gonna be a slaughter. If they're all like this, this is gonna be a short mission. So Wolverine, we've got 85% chance to hit on the LRM. So let's see if we can rack up some damage here. Get him close to being able to knock over. That vehicle's gonna move. Oh, there's another mech there. Oh yeah, they're right. Yeah, I knew about that one. He was hidden behind the mountain. I kind of forgot he was there. Okay, so we got view on this guy. We've done a good amount of damage. Let's see if we can get him real close to knocking over with Medusa. We're gonna hit him with the 3 sets of long-range missiles that I have.
Locked on target.
If I'm lucky, not only will I knock him over, I might destroy him altogether. No. Not quite. Okay, we've got another vehicle coming in. We're going to take some indirect fire here, looks like. Ah, she's braced, and that was barely anything at all. Alright, so we've got the Wolverine ready to knock over, and the best one for the job, I believe, is going to be Badger. So we'll just jump him over. We'll get some good side shots too, in some good evasion built up while we do that. So I'll get him facing this way, which will also protect me against any further mechs that might come around the corner. Okay, we haven't picked up anybody else on the sensors while we did that, so that's good. And we've got easy shots here into the Wolverine, who is guarded, but I don't expect this is gonna help him a whole lot. 71 health on the torso, and I'm not even going to bother with a called shot or anything. I'm just going for it. I think this should do it, actually. If it hits. There. Okay, we knocked him over. Didn't kill him. Looks like I didn't get any of the center torso at all. But we did knock him over. And I think Behemoth is going to be able to finish this off. So we've got direct shots here with Behemoth.
Lifting off.
Bring her in. We've got direct shots. I think what I'm going to do, since it's not going to take a whole lot to get this guy, I'm going to split my fire. I'm going to put some on him and some on the Cicada, and who also doesn't have a whole lot of armor. I'm going to get the long-range missiles going there, and that's pretty much all I can do. So the rest of these are going to go towards the... I think I might save a few missiles, honestly. I don't need all that. This should do it.
Engaging multiple targets.
Well, maybe not. That's fine. There we go. Hard hit over here on the Cicada. What's this guy here going to get up? Oh, here comes another mech. A 20-tonner. So we've got a little light mech here coming up. A Locust, probably. Quite likely. Some Locust variant. Okay, we're going to take some indirect fire on Victor. That's a fair number of missiles, so we're probably looking at a heavy. A little bit more indirect fire. That wasn't a whole lot.
Damage minimal.
Yeah, not worried about that at all. Might get a PPC hit here from the Cicada. Like I said, Badger in the Victor is usually the one that takes the most heat because he's got to jump up a little bit more to use his AC 20+++. Alright, so Glitch, because she had used Vigilance, gets to go a little bit early. And I think we don't have any heat built up. I'm just jumping down here as far as I can. I'll just jump down here and face towards the enemy. I'm feeling somewhat confident that we're going to get at least 2 kills on this round. This Wolverine is dead. Definitely dead. And the Cicada, I think I'm going to split my fire between these two. We're going to fire the PPC. Actually, we'll fire the short-range missiles at B. I'm hoping that... Yeah, he's at 15 health left on his center torso. I'm pretty sure I can do 15 damage with those missiles. And the rest, we're firing towards the Cicada, which has a fair bit of evasion built up, but we're close. And so I'm imagining this should do a fair amount of damage.
Got it.
Yep. There we go. There goes the Wolverine.
Did you see that? Did you see it?
I sure did. Okay, so we've got 3 more to go here. This vehicle is kind of confused as to what to do, which is fine with me. Definitely. Victor, the Victor Badger. I think what I'm going to do is take this shot with Behemoth. Yeah, I think we'll take this shot with Behemoth, and I'm just going to open up on this guy, give him everything I've got, hoping to take him out of this, out of the picture immediately. Yeah, first shot. So the rest of it was kind of a waste. I got plenty of ammo, and we'll take it for now. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass later. Right? Alright, we've got Medusa left, and we've got Badger left. The reason that I kept Badger is that he does have that AC 20, and he's going to have a view on this vehicle. The AC 20 is great for taking out vehicles. So I'm going to jump Badger over here into the trees. We've got a good view on this vehicle, which also has... It's an SRM carrier. We definitely have to take that out. Have to prioritize it. One of those things can knock you over in one turn. I'm going to Vigilance Badger first, then take my shots on the SRM carrier. You'll get a 90% shot, so I'm feeling pretty good about this with the 2 lasers and the AC-20+++ that we're going to be able to take this
All
guy out.
weapons committed.
See ya.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Now we don't have a view on any of the other guys. We got Medusa way back here, so I think pretty much what I'm going to do. Well, no, I do have a view on the Manticore. I'll probably end up taking that. And I'm going to get him as close to these guys as possible now, because we're going to be moving. So I want to make sure he's around the rest of the group so he doesn't get left out. So I'm going to hit the Manticore with all my missiles, of which I have a ton, so I'm not worried about it. There we go. That is destruction there, folks. That there's not a whole lot that's going to hold up, that's going to stand up to that. The Locust is going to come in, probably attack Badger. That's fine. Okay, we've got another mech coming in. We have here 55 tons. Alright, so Highlander's going to take a shot. She's guarded. I don't expect that to be much of an issue. Probably take another shot here. Okay. Oh, that was a miss, which is good. And a couple... So that was an autocannon plus a few missiles. Might be dealing with a Shadowhawk here, I think. It's the right tonnage. Alright, that one hurt a little bit, but still, we are guarded. So we're expecting some...
Minimal damage on that hit.
I'm expecting some enemies more to come from this direction. Okay, that was a miss. Looked like a PPC. Alright, Badger gets to go first because he's guarded, and these guys have better armor on them, so I'm expecting a little bit of a better fight. Well, this guy is right there, so I don't think I really need to move. I'm guarded anyway, so I think I'm gonna... Although, come to think of it, I could melee this guy, ignore his evasion, and I might do that, since he's only a 20-tonner. I think I'll do that, and then probably I want to face this way. Help me to get rid of some of this heat too. It's not a huge issue, but
Engaging missile attack.
every little bit helps. Destroy the leg, knock them over. Alright. That's going to leave Badger somewhat exposed to the 65-ton mech, but I'm not... He's going to get side shots on me. I think I'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. So, I'm thinking the best way to do this is... He's a little bit of a ways off. I'm actually going to bring most of my guys around this way, so I can finish off this Locust first of all, and make it so that we're all down in this area. And then I'm probably going to try to focus this guy first if I can. This guy's going to take a turn or two to be able to get anywhere really near me that I'm going to worry about it. So, Highlander glitch. Let's jump down here. Actually, let's move down here. And see if we can take out this Locust.
Coordinates received.
Alright, bud. What do we got? Okay, his center torso is fine. What does he have in his right torso? Nothing. Left torso, nothing. Let's just focus the center torso. See if we can get him the heck out of here as quickly as possible. I might save my long-range missiles, honestly. Save some heat, too.
Special delivery.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Gotcha!
it for the Locust. No sense in wasting ammunition if you don't need to. And when would you ever need to waste ammunition, right? So, let's jump Medusa over here. Face him in this direction. And I don't think we'll be taking much in the way of long-range fire. Well, we'll just brace them for this turn. We won't be taking any long-range fire because we don't have that Locust spotting us. And everybody else is gone. So let's jump you. Actually, let's see. Can I sprint you farther? I'll just jump you because I can brace you after anyway. So put you down here. I think what we're dealing with here is the ambushers. Brace you too. So we should see this number 0% go up as soon as I start to pair some of these guys off. Okay, who else we got here? Okay, the other three are coming this way. This guy might be the war criminal, honestly. It might be this dude. Okay, in the Thunderbolt. Alright, so he was only able to move up as far so I can see him, but he didn't actually get to, so he had to actually sprint to get there. He's only got one evasion. He is guarded, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to start. I think I'm going to try to avoid Badger getting hurt here if possible. So, well, actually, I think I'm going to be a little brave here. We're going to jump Badger over here.
Engaging jump jets.
We didn't pick up anybody else on the sensors when we did that. So I think this is the war criminal. Yeah, that's him. He's got the little plus mark beside him anyway. So I'm pretty sure he's the war criminal. And I've got pretty good shots on him. I'm going to Vigilance here. Make sure that that Badger is braced. And then we're just going to fire our AC-20 in the lasers at this guy as the first shot. Should knock away his evasion.
Our primary target is taking
Yeah, primary target. So I'm kind of disappointed that the primary target's in a Thunderbolt. That's not really what I was hoping for here. I was hoping for maybe an assault mech, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we're going to follow up with Medusa in the Stalker. Not going to bother bracing him or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and paste this guy with all of our long-range missiles. This should hopefully get him knockover. There we go. We got him unsteady. And now we've got Behemoth.
Commander.
Behemoth is actually guarded right now. So I think we're just going to... No, I think we're going to move. I know, kind of indecision here, but actually, it doesn't matter if we move or not. I still can't get in range to be able to use my other weapons. Right? Right. So we're not going to bother. I'm going to leave her braced the way she is and just attack with the two weapons that we have. If I hit with the Gauss rifle, I'll be knocking the Thunderbolt over.
Engaging with target.
And a little bit of extra damage with the missiles. Got a knockdown there and an injury. Alright, well now we've got Glitch left to go. Glitch is not guarded right now, so there's really no point in me leaving her where she is when I can easily jump her around and then entrench her after. Alright, do this move here.
Hey, Commander, I got something on my sensors.
Okay, we got another bogey here. We got a 55 ton, 55, 55, and 50. Oh, these guys are in so much trouble. They have no idea. They should just go home right now. Okay, so since I don't have any of them spotted, I'm just going hard on the Thunderbolt. We get a 90% shot at the center torso, and he has 158 total. Well, he's got 58 armor and 105 structure. So we're just going to go for the torso, I think. What does he have up here? Lasers and short-range missiles. I'm not too worried about that stuff. A bunch of heat sinks. And he's got the ammo in the center torso anyway, so let's go for it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we got an ammo explosion.
Stay down.
And that's it for him. Okay, alright. So you see how strong these guys are. That was it for the dude, for the war criminal dude. Oh, I forgot to entrench with her, but I'm sure that's fine. They're probably not going to shoot at her first, since she's got the cover here. They might not even... Well, they might get to take a shot at... No? I thought maybe Badger would take a shot, since he's kind of out in the open here a little bit. But these guys aren't going to get a chance. Alright, so they've all moved up. I'm going to be able to spot these guys really easy. So Badger gets to go first. And I'm going to be bold. I'm going to jump in, get 4 evasion. I'll be able to spot this guy. And he's the next on the hit list.
Engaging jump jets.
55 tons of Wolverine. We also got another trebuchet here. I'm not too worried about that. So we're gonna vigilance with Badger, and then take our shots, which are not great, unfortunately. But I'll take them anyway. I'll knock some evasion off of them anyway.
All weapons committed.
Those missed. And these guys all moved, so Badger's not going to get any shots on him until I get all 3 of my guys here to shoot. So Medusa's next. I don't have to move Medusa at all. Shouldn't anyway. We're just going to smash the Wolverine right in the face.
Confirmed.
Alright, that was some good damage there. He was guarded, so it didn't quite have the same effect as I would have preferred.
Yes, Commander.
But okay, so if I jump her over there, and I've got enough for another vigilance, I think we're gonna do that. So we'll vigilance with Behemoth and Trebuchet. So there's the Shadowhawk. Yeah, I call that. Oh, there's 2 of them actually. Fine, no worries. And that's where all the long-range missiles were coming from, right there. So we've got this guy who's about ready to go over. I'm gonna multiple target here. I think the next one that I want to worry about is probably the Trebuchet, plus he only has 1 evasion. So we're going to take this guy's A and this guy's B. We're going to Gauss Rifle and Medium Laser A, and we are going to hit B with some missiles. Hopefully that'll be enough to knock over the Wolverine and get the Trebuchet unsteady.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Damn. Okay. Not quite. Here we got some good damage there, and I'm going to
What can I do for you?
glitch up here. I won't be able to actually guard her, but she's got a crap ton of armor in the front, and I'm gonna be facing them, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so the Wolverine is going over. We're gonna hit the Wolverine with the PPC. And then I'm going to hit the Trebuchet with the rest. Oops. I mean the opposite way. I'm hoping this will knock them both over.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
There, he should be going over now. Well, not it won't knock over the trebuchet, but it'll definitely do a lot of damage and make him unsteady. All right, so we're going to be taking some damage here. A little bit of damage. It's fine. They're all probably... Well, no, okay. Looks like the trebuchet went for the Victor, which is fine. He's guarded and everything, and so yeah, fine. Shadowhawk's probably gonna take another shot on Glitch. No biggie.
Nice try.
That's right. You tell him, Glitch. Okay, so we've got Badger with side shots on this Shadowhawk. And he's got side shots on both of them. I might still go for the trebuchet though, if I can hit him. Can I attack him from here? I cannot. I can hit the Wolverine. Yeah, these Shadowhawks are... See, I'm of two minds here. These guys back here are already injured and what have you, so I could probably take them out faster. I feel like I could... Alright, let's try to take a gun out of the fight here. I would never complain about that. So we're going to focus our attack on the Wolverine. 73. This should take him out. No, it was a miss. Darn it. So he's going to get up now. Take a little bit of damage here. A little bit more damage. That was a miss, which is cool. No problem. Alright, Behemoth.
Standing by.
Because of where you are, you can't do an attack, apparently. So we're going to split our fire again between the Wolverine and the Trebuchet. Trebuchet's yet to move, so he hasn't gotten rid of any of his unsteadiness, so that should work out okay. The Wolverine is down to 23 health on his center torso. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Gauss rifle and the long-range missiles on the Trebuchet, and I'm going to put the rest on the Wolverine, hopefully be able to hit the center torso, or at least some of this. Oh, you lucky bugger. These will knock him over. No, not quite. Okay. Glitch,
Waiting on you, Commander.
can you please just finish this off? Let's split here between you and you. This should take out the Wolverine and should knock over the Trebuchet. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That should be... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This Wolverine. So he's going over.
And there's more where that came from.
Alright, we've got Dusa left.
Orders.
I have another idea. Alright, we're going to play this one a little fast and loose. If I can get up here and get a direct attack on this guy. I can get a direct attack on this guy. For some reason I can't see him with the lasers. See him with the lasers. Well, how's he looking for his center torso? 80? What's he got here? LRM ammo? Alright. Let's do it.
Jump.
it'll be a gun out of the fight. Okay. I'm going to split my fire between the Wolverine again and the Trebuchet again. I'm only going to fire one long-range missile at the Wolverine, who's down to 4 health. Yeah, one long-range missile. The rest I'm going to send at the Trebuchet. There we go.
Copy that.
All right, you're dead. Right, you're dead. All right, good. So he's gone. And he's gone too. So 2 kills in that round. And now we're down to having to deal with the Shadowhawks, which are going to do a little bit more damage. But once again, there's nobody even close to being injured or anything. I mean, you might get a freak injury with one of these autocannon shots. And not even. They fired at the entrenched, guarded. There's a miss with the autocannon. A couple missile hits. That's it. Alright, so who are we taking first? I can take shots at this dude without even needing to move Badger. So I'll probably do that. He doesn't have any evasion either. So that's pretty good. We'll take that. And honestly, I'm feeling like a precision strike maybe. I don't even think I need it. I don't even think I need it. That's fine.
All weapons committed.
Took off the right arm. That hurt a little bit. We might as well focus fire on this dude. I can probably knock him down and then save my missiles for this guy. My missiles from the stalker, that is. So Highlander, glitch.
Good to go.
I think a good move would be here.
Got it.
Because we get some side shots at this guy, although it's the opposite side from the one I just hit. But I'm not too worried about that. And it gives me some protection against this guy. Once again, I'm not really too worried about it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, we'll just leave it like this.
Tell me what to shoot.
I wouldn't necessarily play it this fast and loose. Oh, we got some good damage there. I wouldn't necessarily play it this fast and loose if I was up against harder opponents. I'd definitely be trying to like get better positioning or whatever, but I'm really not concerned about these
What's up, boss?
fine gentlemen at all. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing here. Now, he hasn't had his center torso hit, but he's got the AC-5 and the AC-5 ammo in his left torso. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to go boom pretty good. So, we're going to split our fire. I'm going to hit this guy, and I'm going to hit this guy. And we're going to fire the Gauss rifle at the Shadowhawk. Maybe a couple of the lasers. See, the long-range missiles are kind of boned right now, but I'm still going to fire them anyway. I think that should be good.
Roger that.
And right into his back, too, so. Left leg destroyed, left torso and arm with a knockdown, and we did a good amount of torso damage. And now it's up to Medusa, who
Standing by.
doesn't have the greatest jump range, and I don't think I can really get into a spot where... Well, let's see. I can attack him and I can attack him, so let's split again. Oh, long range missiles, which you can see, long range missiles, and I'm not at long range. Oops. Meant to do that the other way. And we'll hit the lasers on the Shadowhawk that's down. Long range missiles, but because of his skills and everything like that, it doesn't matter as much. Alright.
Roger that.
Let's see if we can knock this guy over, maybe. Yeah, knocked him down. Yeah, there he goes. So just the one Shadowhawk left.
Enemy down.
He got knocked down. So he's hurting. I'll probably finish this off with melee attacks. So he's going to get one more shot. I think his AC5 is toast, though. So, yeah, or it wasn't toast, but I got a crit last time. It's almost toast. Alright. Glitch.
I hear ya.
Give this guy a nudge, won't ya? There goes his right arm. Little extra shot there for you. And then we'll do the rest with Behemoth, I think. Can you not attack him, really? Huh. Well, that's strange. Whatever. Then give him all the things. Oh, I was picking the wrong guy. Is my face red? Okay, so let's see. Oh, you still can't, so. We'll blame the trees, right? We'll just blame the trees. Should be it for the Shadowhawk.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
That's it for the Shadowhawk.
One less target.
And I'm not going to have to make it to the evac zone because everybody's dead, so. Here we go. Sumaira is going to pick me up where I stand because there's no enemies left.
Mission successful.
And that was a 4-skull mission. Kind of disappointed that I didn't get a better mechs to salvage. And so I didn't even bother trying to really harvest them because none of these are mechs that I really want. So we got success, and because we did all the extra things, we get extra payouts, so it's always worth it. You can see my rep with the Mercenary Review Board is pretty good. I've got 3, and I'm almost up to 4, and I've got pretty good rep with both of these factions, although I lost a little bit because some of the dudes I was killing this time around were from the Tory and conquered it. So anyway, no injuries, no damage to speak of. Alrighty, let's take a look at the weapons, see if there's anything good. We got a laser plus, which I've got a ton of those. SRM 6++ might be worth it. And also this cockpit mod. Alright, let's see. What mechs do I have 2 of 3 parts for? Any? The Cicada. Okay. I'll be able to sell that then. Or I usually scrap them. I don't even sell them. I don't bother selling them. And a bunch of Shadowhawk parts. But I want to save these other 2 salvage parts for... well, at least 1 salvage part for the +++. And the other 2, well, I've got a ton of those weapons anyway. I think I'll take 1 more part. Maybe from the Wolverine in hopes that perhaps I will get lucky. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they kind of screwed me a little bit on that. But, alright, I got another short-range missile 6++, and a few more parts and stuff. So, alright, so I'll continue on. And this is where I'll give you a little bit of an idea of how it is that I make money in this game without having to you know, worry about the payouts and the missions. At some point in your career early on, you'll probably still have to worry about the payouts, especially if you're worrying about making ship upgrades and all that kind of stuff. But at this point, I've pretty much got all the upgrades I want, so I'm not worried about it. So we've got this Cicada, tomato. Alright, so we're going to go to the mech bay. Nobody to repair, but we've got this 40-ton barely medium mech to actually scrap. So I'll scrap it, get 240k for it. I could sell it, obviously. The thing about it though is that if I scrap it, all the components are removed and I get to keep them. So honestly, the price I get for the components and the mech is pretty much what it works out to selling it on the open market. So I might as well just scrap it, excuse me, and then just keep the components, which is fine. And if I really need money at some point, which is doubtful, but if it ever happens, I can just sell a bunch of the parts that I've gotten from it. So I'll scrap this guy. And I've got my 4 assault mechs all bridled and saddled and ready to go for the next mission, which, taking a look, I'm probably going to give another go here to capturing an assault mech. So since I'm already here, I'll probably take the same group out next time on this eviction mission, which is destroy the base in Tundra. It's a 4.5 skull mission, and I'll probably take the same group out, see if I can't find an assault mech there, hopefully. Alright, so one last thing I want to go over is the pilot upgrades. Although I took out my group that's strong, they don't really need any upgrades, so they still gather experience, but they don't get to use it. I almost wish I could give it to somebody else if that was possible. Anyway, so I've only got 4,800 XP on Medusa, and nothing I can get on the high end of the tree here, so I guess we'll have to wait for another mission. And I guess that's going to wrap it up for today. I've been going on for a while here, and that's one mission. I've been playing this, you know, for a while, and I've been wanting to put up a YouTube mission, YouTube video. Sorry, and so I guess this is my first one. I probably will make another video here for the 4.5 skull mission, hoping against hope that I can get another assault mech, and that might be fun to see. Maybe we'll run into some better enemies that will give me a little bit more of a challenge. Anyway, so we're going to call it good here. Thanks for watching this, and stay tuned for any future videos, and I hope you have a great day.